I have the great honor to have Piero Iacomoni here, the CEO and founder of Monnalisa, a very well-known Italian brand, and I'm very grateful that you take the time to be with us and to share your thoughts about some of the issues that are moving us in the children's fashion world. Tell me quickly a bit about Monnalisa. You just mentioned, when did you found it? How long is that ago?
Monnalisa is born with me in 1968. I was alone in that moment. After my school, I have done some work in my town. I live in Arezzo. Arezzo is 60 kilometers from here, a very nice town.
Yes.
And I began to make dress for children.
Has that been in your family, or how did you?
Never. My father was a worker. Only the one man I loved in my life. That was my father.
Yes.
I began because I found the one work to try to build something for children.
Yes.
And I began to make Monnalisa di Piero Iacomoni, one little factory in 1968. From there we grow a little bit, and now in the world we are in 62 countries. We export our product in 62 countries, and we export 77% of our production in abroad. Abroad really? For us is the domestic market, yes. Is the old Europe,
yes.
The old 12 countries,
okay.
Included Italy.
Yes.
In the rest of the world, 67% is our export.
That's fascinating when you think about it, because that obviously requires lots of expertise in these markets as well, and to keep an export-orientated business running means lots of work and lots of knowledge. But let's stick quickly with Monnalisa. What has changed fashion-wise, let's say, of the last 1 or 2 years? Have you put the focus on certain things which have not been so present before? Is there a new impetus? How would you describe it at this stage?
The question is very interesting, because we find from 3 or 4 years the changement of the market. We work in the last chain of
yes.
the chain, in the last ring of the chain. We open a shop directly from us, mono-brand shop in the world, because we think it's more difficult. It's another work. It's not the work of the productor,
yes.
Like I am and I was,
yes.
But because it's a new market, it's a new system to arrive to the mother, for the children, for the grandmother who pay money, because our garments are very expensive, and we need the grandmother who pay to the mother, and
yes.
mother buy for the children. We have another kind of factory, because I think is a new one. New one means something different inside. There are retail managers, some figure we didn't know before, because I think the market is changing. Market is another thing from when yes. I began.
Yes.
Is interesting things.
Yeah.
I think.
But Monnalisa has very high standards, and that's what the brand stands for. Was it? Are there certain markets, foreign markets, which you've always been very successful in because the consumers there just like your style? What are these very important export markets?
We make a good style, because I think without we cannot live.
Yeah.
But we give a good service to the
yes.
customer. We are near to the customer.
Yes.
We work in Europe. We work a lot, because I think we have the same mentality
yes.
with the Spanish, German, English. We have the same the goal to
yes.
arrive to resolve. And then if we have collaboration,
yes.
I think it's good. This is one big opportunity for us. It's different from before. We produce the collection, a customer buy, and that's all finished. We didn't know where the customer put our production.
Yes.
Now we know the mother who produced, who is involved
Yes.
in our chain.
Yes.
It's good.
Only a few short facts. Besides Italy, what are the most important markets in Europe for you? Is it France or is it?
One of the most important is Italy. Until now is Italy. After Germany, England, all we have 37% of our turnover. We have 41 million turnover, and the 37% is our turnover in Europe, but I think the first one is always Italy. Is a not easy market,
Yes.
not easy, but always in my life it was not easy market.
That's so.
We
Yes.
need to know very well,
Yes.
better than the other, because Italian is not sometimes not very correct. And then we need to be near the customer. I think is one of the system. In Germany, I work well. We have one office near Düsseldorf,
Yes.
and we have 3 people there.
Yes.
We have the control on the market.
Yes. Okay.
This is our new system to work.
So you have the finger on the pulse, so to speak. So you sense what is happening, so you can respond to it.
We need to know in the evening, not
Yes.
in the end of the season.
Yes.
We need to know what happened in the evening after one day work, because
Yes.
we are in straight connection
Yes.
with them, and then we like to know if
Yes.
we're wrong, we are
Yes.
a good supplier or,
Yes.
or whatever. And this
I
is
see.
important.
Yes. Do you produce a lot in Italy? How is
Our
that
production
nowadays?
is 52%. I can wrong for one
Yes.
or 2 points. Half production is all in Italy, and the other one is in the market like Egypt for cotton, because we
Yes.
have bio cotton, and we
Yes.
buy there. Something we produce in Istanbul, near Istanbul. Something in China.
Yes.
Everywhere where we find quality. No. Nice price. We don't look.
You mentioned bio, organic produce. Is that becoming more and more important?
I think the future will be bioorganic product.
Yes.
Bioorganic product for the future, for what I see, for our future of Monnalisa will be in this way.
Yes.
Green, organic will be the future, for sure.
Because you're certain that really that is what the consumer wants, and he will be prepared to pay for it, because very often
can spend more, but they want, and we need to have the sure system, the right, correct system to arrive to offer what we say, because this is important. It's not easy after the war in Egypt. We have worked a lot to arrive to the supplier who saw the truth, and not always they spoken the truth, and we didn't buy.
Yes.
It's not easy. It's our work.
Yes. But Monnalisa is, a quintessential Italian brand, isn't it? And so you have a wonderful design. Is this design nowadays slightly more influenced by possibly other countries, other populations, or is it still very much Italy and focused here and developed here?
I think in the future will be for Monnalisa, because I think my wife is the owner of the department, style department. My wife and my daughter and 37 girl and boy, they work with them, and they create all year some model.
Yes.
We look in the model we sold the season before, and we need to remake new things about what we sold. I think is one style, of course, maybe Italian style, but I didn't call like Italian style the old style we had 10 years ago. We have a fashion for children. Fashion means something people look what we're doing, and then they buy. It's wonderful when you arrive in this moment. I love it because they want to see what is our production, and then they buy. Wonderful. If you see our stand today, it's like a shop, because we open 102 shops in the world, and we make not the stand, the classic stand, but one shop. After here, we bring this shop and we put in Moscow, because we open another shop. We save the money.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's fantastic. That's very clever.
It's one design, 100 square meters. We put in Moscow. Okay, in Crocus. We open in Crocus next month.
Oh, I see. Crocus. So is Russia stabilizing? It had a bit of a dip, hasn't it, over the last couple of years? Is it becoming a very?
We never find one decrease in the last 5 years during the crisis. We didn't find. We have always a little bit considered the same amount or a little bit more, like now. Because I think our Monnalisa horse, Russia, is one society of us, 100% for Monnalisa, with 5 people. They looking the customer from Vladivostok to Moscow every week. Every week they have a connection with them, and then we know what happened. This is important. I think better than offer new things every day. We offer new idea every day. Sometimes we have a problem like working in progress in one road. Working in progress in one road means the shop doesn't work. We help them. We help them. Like we can. I don't give them money, but we work and try to develop in some hotel some manifestation, some day holiday with them, with the children, or we make a substitution of merchandise, and we work by e-commerce to the customer of these people, to make news, weekly news to the customer of this, and then we try to give life to the shop. He has a problem, for example, for the road.
But it's a bit like, really a family supporting all the family members, wherever they are. But last question, what's the main objective you have for the next few months? Where do you see we need to do some work, and that is what I will be focusing on?
I think I have February, March and April, maybe 20,000 kilometers by aeroplane to do, because I make 4 openings, 3 in China and 2, one in Bell Harbor in Miami, and another one in Australia. I work and travel a little bit for my age, for 75 years. It's not easy, but it's good because I sleep in hotel, in airplane. I sleep when I want.
Good.
And then I can travel.
You can relax, and then you are.
And I arrive at work 3-4 days, and I come back.
Wonderful. Very impressive.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your time. It's wonderful.